Okay, it's been about a week or so since Andrea put the onions in water. Now, I know that you don't have to do this, but Andrea likes putting the vegetables in the water to get roots first. I know that's optional, but I know that she likes to do it. But I wanted to show you what the onions look like now. They've been in our bathroom all week. Our bathroom has a lot of light in it, so you can see all the leaves are nice and green, and the bathroom door is shut so it keeps the cat out, so the cat won't be eating and killing himself on the onions. And then the other thing was our Yukon Gold potatoes we got a week ago. Those were in the bathroom, so those are got some pretty decent eyes on them. So we're going to plant those today also. So the Yukon Golds are going over here, and the onions are going here at the end of the row, where the leeks are right here. And I don't think the potatoes are up yet, or at least I haven't seen any. So let me check real quick. Nope, there's a potato right there. And there's a potato there. So yeah, the potatoes are starting to come up now, which is good, because as soon as they get tall enough, then we're going to put more dirt on top of them. And I wanted to show here, carrots are starting to come up. And so the carrots are kind of half in a line, kind of half not in a line. And so they're just kind of all over the place right there. And then the beets are starting to look really good. So as you can see, the beets are coming up nicely. The beets look like they're coming up a lot better than they did last year. As you can tell, the stupid deer still will not leave us alone. There's Andrea's green garlic right there, which we're slowly but surely selling and giving away to people. And then you got Andrea's, that's the Parisian star garlic. And so that was another type of hardneck garlic that Andrea wanted to try out. And then of course is all of our elephant garlic here. And so that's good. This right here is a gap that had no garlic, because that was the end of my aunt's garlic, and then everything else on this row was Keen's garlic, so we wanted to keep them separated. So anyway, we're getting ready to plant this, and then we're going to come in tomorrow and we're going to straw it, because Andrea wanted to wait till later in the day to do this, so we can, so the onions would not get too much sun too quickly. So it's about 5:30 right now. And so that's about it. And evidently, oh, I told Andrea to get the hoe, and I said it was in the shed, and she's like, it's not in the shed. Then I forgot I put it on top of the remainder of the straw. And so now she's not happy with me. So anyway, we're going to plant these, and then we will water them and then straw them tomorrow. And then that will be the, hopefully, or no, it's not going to be the end of our winter crop, because some more, a few more onions of ours sprouted. So Andrea has those in the bathroom trying to sprout now, or get leaves and roots now. So anyway, Andrea found it. So she's like a conquering hero now. So I'll be in trouble when she gets over here, so I'll stop now. So that's it for this. And when we get an update on something else, we'll do it then. Okay, Andre wanted me to show you what the onions look like when they were in the ground. I was going to start strawing today, but it actually looks like it might rain, and it's actually sprinkling a little bit. I have the drip tape over the potato row right now. The potatoes that we planted yesterday ended up taking the entire end of the row. What I'm trying to do right now is test and balance it. And so I have the end out, just waiting for the water to actually get down here. And it's actually been a while, so I don't know if the water is stuck somewhere. No. Okay, so the water has gotten through here. Okay, there it goes. All right, so let me pause this. So they always say that you do this first to clean the line out. So I'm gonna do that real quick. Okay, so I got the cap back on over there. So now you can see it dripping right here. So I have it run as a trial, so it's gonna run for 10 minutes. It's just also gonna have the benefit of also running these. You can see this is working too. At some point in the near future, I'm going to come back and cut these off because some of them are sticking out, and I'm obviously not going to want to mow them or mow over them later. So what I want to do is see what the carrots are doing here. Here's the beet area. Here's the carrot area. Or that's still the beets. Here's the carrot area. All right, so, okay. So as you can tell, they are dripping like they're supposed to, like that one's showing good right there. And so, system is good. Let's check the front. Front is not leaking, so that's good. So what we're gonna do is, once these plants get about 6 to 8 inches tall, we're going to come in on the right side where it's mounded up right there, and we're going to mound over the potatoes again, because that's what you do with potatoes, is you keep mounding them to get a better yield. So even though we have like a 8% chance of rain today, it's actually sprinkling right now, which is a good thing because it is extremely dry around here. So the other thing I wanted to do, I have to get a new connector piece, because the connector piece obviously is not working properly. So that's the connector piece that goes from the main line to the head assembly. And so over the winter it malfunctioned, so we just have to get a new one of those. They're not that expensive, so should be able to get some and get some spares. And so right now, until that happens, we'll have a little less pressure out there, but it's nothing too drastic, because as you can see, the drip tape is actually still working. So anyway, we'll see what this is actually going to do, and that'll determine what else we're going to be doing this afternoon. And then we're preparing for Andrea's mom to be actually coming home tomorrow. And I don't know if you can hear it on video, but Lucian evidently agrees. So that should be it today. If it doesn't rain, I might actually do some strawing later, but we shall see. So that is it for right now. Hopefully I can get the fig trees planted today. Actually, I want to go look at that since I'm done with this. So I'll go do that, and I will see everybody later. Okay, it's a week later, and I forgot to do the video from last week, so this is getting tacked on to the end. So we have the last bit of our onions that we sprouted that are going to get planted right now. So what I'm going to do is I need to do a little light weeding, and then I'm going to start planting these. Alright, so Andrea came out, so now she's going to start planting the onions. So as you can see, a little bit of roots have grown. These have been in the water for about a week now. So it's like that. Today is Saturday. It's supposed to be raining on Monday. And so hopefully it will, because it's kind of dry right now. All of our low humidity that we had during the month of March had completely evaporated, or I should say not evaporated, because now we have back to our normal humidity where it's like 70 degrees outside, and it was like 100% humidity this morning. Alright, so just to look here, the onion on the left has been in the ground for a week, and the onion on the right is the one that we just planted. And the other new thing that we got is, let me get up and I'll show you, is Andrea and her mom was at Agri Supply, and we bought this little seat thing. And so when we start doing our garlic harvesting here in a few weeks, we're field testing this little seat to see if we like it. And if we do, then we'll get another one. And if not, then Andrea has an eye on another type of seat. But the idea is, last year, bending over to do the garlic and the onions took a toll on our backs a lot. So we're hoping the seat things can help. That can be adjusted. That's at its lowest level right now, which is, I think, about 8 to 10 inches. So anyway, so I'm going to water this, and then I'll give a little quick garden update. Okay, I just watered that, so I'll let that go in the ground a little bit, and then I'll come back and water it again. But the potatoes we planted last week have not come up yet, which that doesn't surprise me. The leeks right here, these leeks seem to be doing a lot better than our leeks last year. Last year, I would say the leeks, we had about a 40% growth rate on the leeks, or I should say return on the leeks. So it looks like most, if not all, of these are actually growing, which is good. The rest of the onions are all doing good. The potatoes are doing really good. So it looks like maybe in the next couple of weeks we'll be able to cover over the potatoes again, which will also cover over the drip tape. I don't think that's a potato. I'll have to look at it closely later. Then, let me get on the other side so I'm not in the shade. The carrots are coming up and they're doing good. And the beets are doing really well. We only had about a third of our beets come up last year. And obviously we have a lot more of them this year come up. So I'm kind of happy about that, because Andrea and I love beets. And the chickens love the beet leaves. So what Andrea is doing right now, she's testing for scapes. And for those of you that don't know, let me show you what a scape looks like on elephant garlic. Elephant garlic is kind of sort of a hybrid between a garlic and a leek. I think it's technically more in the leek family, but it tastes and it smells like garlic. But this is a scape right here. And what the scape is, it has the flower on it. And there's a scape right here. And so when the scapes start coming out, that signifies that they need to start being harvested. So, and I see some more scapes down here. So this first row here, these were what we called our onion garlics. So like there's a scape there, there's a scape there, and what the onion garlics are is they're round like an onion, but they weren't big enough to clove out, which means if you ate it or did something with it, it was just one great big clove. And so that's what the majority of these are here. I forget how many of them there were, but we had a lot of them of different sizes. But I don't see any on any of the other rows. I just see them on this row. Okay. So the problem is we're supposed to be harvesting 3 weeks after the scapes start. Well, the problem is that's pretty much going to be around May 1st, and we don't have our garlic curing area set up yet. Actually, our garlic curing area is not even going to be ready until probably around the end of May, because where the turmeric is right now, that's where the garlic curing is going to be. And the turmeric can't even really be outside of the greenhouse until around the end of May. So I'm hoping that these are just a few abnormalities and not like everything's starting to scape out, because it was middle to the end of May last year when the garlic scapes started. And now it's the first week of April and the garlic scapes have started, which is kind of unusual because it has been cooler so far this spring. And because last year we didn't get any bad weather at all. And of course this winter we had our little mini blizzard of 6 inches, which for us is considered a blizzard. So, all right, looks like the onions got good and watered. So anyway, that's the garlic update. Everything's doing good, and hopefully the garlic is not going to start mass scaping on us, because I don't have the infrastructure ready to deal with that yet. So hopefully, yeah, Andre has at least a half a dozen of them in her hands right now. Now we have 2,400 garlic, elephant garlic in here. So if we have to pick out a few of these every once in a while until we can get the majority of them out, it's not the worst thing in the world. We're also trying to see about possibly getting a bed lifter or undercutter, and that will help with the harvest. If we're able to procure one of those, then I'll do a separate video on that. But basically what that is, it's kind of like a cheese slicer, and for our case it's going to slice the bottom of the raised part of the bed, and it'll disrupt the dirt. So instead of having to hand dig out all of the garlic, the dirt is disturbed, and we just theoretically just bend over and just yank and pick the garlic up. So, but if we can get one of those, and if it's of a decent price, then I'll do a video on that. But that's the garlic, that's the garden as of right now. And hopefully I won't forget, so then I can actually put this video out.